Let's not sugarcoat it. Corporate loyalty is a relic, a corpse, a dried-up husk of a concept that once meant something back when you could work a steady job for 40 years, get a pension, and retire without selling a kidney. But today, loyalty is a one-way street with a dead end. And somehow, despite everything, despite mass layoffs, wage stagnation, toxic work culture, and companies discarding employees like used printer paper, we're still expected to be loyal to what? The brand? The free pizza on Fridays? The trauma bonding over Slack? No. Hell no. This isn't the 1950s. You're not getting a gold watch at retirement. You're getting a layoff notice via email at 4:59 p.m. on a Friday, followed by a company-wide message that uses the word family 6 times. The same family that just cut your department to boost earnings per share by 0.03%. Corporate America wants loyalty without offering stability, gratitude, or even basic respect. It's emotional blackmail wrapped in a performance review. Let's rewind. There was a time when job loyalty wasn't a joke. Post-World War II America had something resembling a social contract. You gave the company your time and energy, and in return, they gave you benefits, job security, and a path to retirement that didn't include selling MLM supplements or delivering for DoorDash at 68. But then came the 1980s, shareholder primacy, deregulation, and a new religion: maximize profit at all costs, and that's when loyalty quietly died. By the 2000s, pensions were disappearing faster than your vacation days. In 1985, about 85% of private sector employees with pension coverage were in defined benefit plans. By 2023, only 15% of private industry workers had access to one. Loyalty, meet the shredder. Yet, despite this seismic shift, the expectations for employee devotion never changed. If anything, they got worse. Now, you're not just expected to stay loyal, you're supposed to be grateful to have a job at all. Let's talk language. Going above and beyond. Being a team player. Taking initiative. These aren't compliments. These are corporate code for do more work for free. Because if you really cared about the company, you'd answer emails at 10 p.m. If you were truly loyal, you'd skip vacation when things got busy. If you were a real team player, you'd keep your mouth shut during layoffs and post positive things on LinkedIn. And if you dare to question this, you're labeled disengaged. You're not aligned with the company's values. Oh, you mean the values they just fired 1,500 people for? Right. One of the most grotesque parts of modern work culture is the weaponization of layoffs, not as a last resort, as a business strategy. Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Meta all slashed tens of thousands of jobs in 2023 while posting record profits. Why? Because Wall Street smiled at them when they did. Investors reward leaner operations, and leaner operations is just corporate speak for firing the people who built your success. In 2023, 1,193 tech companies laid off 264,220 employees, according to layoffs.fyi, and many of those same companies increased their stock buybacks. The message? We don't need you. We just need the illusion of fiscal discipline. So why are workers still expected to show loyalty when their jobs can be nuked at a moment's notice by a C-suite exec who needs to make earnings look better for a quarterly call? Legally, most American workers are at will. That means your employer can fire you for basically any reason, or no reason at all. You have no guarantee of continued employment, no legal protection from mass layoffs, and no recourse when the axe falls. But try leaving them with no notice. Try walking away from a toxic workplace without 2 weeks' notice. Try job hopping because you found something better. Suddenly you're unprofessional, disloyal, a flight risk. It's wild. Companies can ghost you, but you're expected to give notice, train your replacement, and bake cupcakes on your way out. If that doesn't scream double standard, I don't know what does. Here's the psychological trick. Companies don't just demand loyalty, they guilt you into it. They say, we're a family, so that when the hammer comes down, you'll feel bad for leaving. They lean on team dynamics, so you'll work late for the group. They preach passion so that you'll accept garbage pay in exchange for meaningful work. It's emotional manipulation disguised as culture. It's a cult with a 401k match, and it works because many workers do care about their coworkers, about the mission, about the people they serve. That care is real, but it gets exploited every single day. The more loyal you are, the easier you are to exploit. That's not cynicism, that's design. Because once you're emotionally invested, once you've bought the family lie, once you've internalized their mission statement like scripture, they don't have to pay you fairly. They don't have to respect your boundaries. They don't have to offer real benefits or career growth. You'll stay late, you'll stay silent, you'll stay loyal. But tell me, what has corporate loyalty really gotten anyone in the past 20 years? A 2025 report from ADP showed that job switchers earned 6.9% more, while job stayers only gained 4.5%. Loyalty is a wage suppression tactic. It's not rewarded, it's exploited. And the kicker? If you dare say this out loud, if you even hint at discontent, you'll be told to focus on gratitude. You'll get some vague warning about attitude or team cohesion, maybe even a performance improvement plan. But gratitude isn't for institutions that would ghost you without notice. Gratitude is for people who show up, stand by you, and treat you with respect. Most companies can't even manage that much. Even worse, the career treadmill spins faster the more loyal you are. Stay too long, and you'll fall behind your peers. Loyalty locks you in. Job hopping, once seen as risky, is now survival. And let's not ignore the emotional toll. A Forbes survey in 2025 found that 66% of American workers reported symptoms of burnout, not tired, burnt out. Loyalty doesn't heal that. Boundaries do. So ask yourself, what are you really being loyal to? A Slack channel? A quarterly earnings call? A CEO that doesn't know your name? Be loyal to your health, to your time, to your future. Be loyal to your coworkers, to your community, to the people who show up for you. Because corporate loyalty isn't just dead, it's a weapon. And the only way to stop bleeding for a brand is to stop confusing exploitation for opportunity. You don't owe your company your nights, your weekends, or your mental health. You don't owe them blind loyalty while they treat you like a line item. You owe yourself a life that doesn't revolve around a logo. So the next time a manager tries to guilt you into staying late for the team or gaslight you into thinking burnout is normal, remember, they'll cut you the second it makes financial sense. And no, they won't even say thank you. Let go of the fantasy that loyalty gets you anything but tired. The only thing worth pledging allegiance to is yourself.